The weight of debt presses upon you like stone upon stone, each month a fresh burden added to an ever-growing pile. You stand at the edge of financial uncertainty, watching paychecks disappear into obligations that seem to multiply faster than your ability to resolve them. Yet within this struggle lies not merely a matter of numbers, but a profound test of character, one that the ancient Stoics understood millennia before modern banks existed. Financial strength does not emerge from complex investment strategies or sudden windfalls, but from the quiet transformation of daily habits rooted in wisdom. The Stoic tradition teaches us that external circumstances cannot disturb our inner tranquility if we master our responses to them. When applied to money, the most personal and persistent source of human anxiety, these ancient principles reveal 7 fundamental practices that separate the financially free from those perpetually trapped in cycles of debt and stress. These are not modern innovations but timeless disciplines rediscovered through observation of those who have achieved lasting financial mastery across cultures and centuries. Consider the story of a small Tokyo shopkeeper who, despite facing competition from massive retail chains, maintained solvency throughout economic downturns that devastated others. His secret was not superior products or clever marketing, but a single habit: he paid himself first, immediately setting aside a portion of every transaction before considering any other expense. This practice, known among Stoics as self-respect through sacrifice, reflects the principle that we must value our future selves as much as our present desires. Marcus Aurelius wrote that very little indeed is needed to live contentedly. Yet modern interpretation often misses the crucial nuance. Contentment requires deliberate allocation of resources toward security before indulgence. The Stoic insight reveals that true freedom comes not from accumulating possessions, but from creating buffer zones of capital that protect against uncertainty. When you consistently allocate funds to savings before spending on wants, you practicing the same wisdom that enabled Roman soldiers to retire comfortably after decades of service. The actionable takeaway involves implementing automatic transfers on payday. Treat savings as a non-negotiable bill to yourself, paid before entertainment, dining, or discretionary purchases. This creates what Stoics called automatic virtue, where good habits operate independently of momentary emotional states or temptations. Imagine a young professional earning modest wages yet building substantial wealth, while colleagues with identical incomes struggle financially. The difference lies not in income level but in approach to debt, specifically. The Stoic practice of viewing obligations as choices rather than inevitabilities. Epictetus taught that freedom comes from recognizing what lies within our control and accepting what does not, a distinction that transforms relationship with debt entirely. The Stoic perspective reveals debt as fundamentally a problem of intention rather than circumstance. Each dollar borrowed represents an agreement to sacrifice future freedom for present comfort, a transaction that compounds emotional burden alongside financial obligation. Those who master wealth understand that compound interest works equally against and for them depending on whether they're accumulating debt or equity. The actionable wisdom involves adopting what ancient philosophers termed moral accounting before every purchase on credit. Ask whether you're willing to work an additional day for that item's total eventual cost. This practice exposes hidden expense ratios that casual borrowing conceals. Furthermore, maintain detailed records showing progress toward debt elimination rather than focusing solely on minimum payments. Track how extra principal reduces total interest, creating visible evidence of personal agency overcoming financial entropy. Picture an entrepreneur who expanded business gradually over years despite market pressures demanding rapid scaling. While competitors mortgaged homes and maxed credit lines chasing growth, she built steady equity through consistent reinvestment. Her secret involved treating profits not as consumption opportunities, but as seeds for future capability, the Stoic principle that true abundance grows through patient cultivation rather than immediate extraction. Stoics distinguished between needs requiring immediate satisfaction and resources adequate for long-term flourishing. Wealth accumulation actually diminishes when treated purely as consumption fuel, since increased spending merely raises baseline expectations without expanding genuine security margins. Consider how lottery winners typically experience diminished happiness despite massive net worth increases, because purchasing power expands wants faster than it creates resilience. The antidote lies in what Seneca called moderate means producing moderate outcomes, deliberately constraining present consumption to accelerate future choice expansion. This requires uncomfortable discipline during prosperity periods when restraint feels unnecessary, ensuring habits remain ingrained before crisis demands them. Actionable implementation means adopting systematic surplus allocation rules, perhaps directing 50% of any windfall income permanently toward investment vehicles rather than lifestyle upgrades. Create automatic processes so financial decisions occur at unconscious levels, removing emotional interference from rational planning. Most crucially, view temporary discomfort as investment in permanent freedom. Every dollar saved today increases tomorrow's options, while reducing tomorrow's obligations. The path from financial anxiety to security demands not revolutionary strategies but evolutionary discipline. Like mastering any craft, wealth creation requires patient repetition of seemingly simple actions until they become automatic responses. The Stoics recognize that civilization advances not through exceptional individuals, but through widespread adoption of beneficial practices that elevate collective human condition. Your current financial state reflects accumulated past choices rather than permanent limitations. Each day presents fresh opportunity to revise trajectory through conscious application of wisdom traditions that survived countless cultural transformations precisely because they address fundamental human challenges rather than temporary technological conveniences. If these Stoic principles resonate with your desire for lasting financial transformation, please like this video, subscribe for more evidence-based wealth-building wisdom, and share your experiences with disciplined money habits in the comments below. Your insights help others discover practical applications of ancient wisdom to modern challenges.